God damn. Check 1 2, check 1 2. I think we live somewhere. I don't know where we live, but I know we live somewhere. I think I need to scoop this thing back just a little bit more so we could be right on the gram. Everything will be just everything here in a second. Okay, yeah, I think that's it right here. Okay. Let's do it. All right, here we go. We are live. We are live right here at the Art of Noise. It's your boy B-Mo. Right here at the Art of Noise. We are coming to you live. Art All Night. WAAN in celebration of my good man. Let me make sure I'm right. Let me make sure I'm good. Y'all get me? Do I look lit? Do I look all right? See how we looking here. Let's see how we, hold on. Hold on, let me get my light right. Hold on. What I can't really tell, hold on, let me actually look on. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think something is happening. I don't know, Jordan, but here we go. Let's try to go live. Here we go. All right, here we are. WAAN Art All Night here at the Art of Noise in celebration of my man Maurice James Jr. is having his Pan-African World's Fair art closing this evening. I'm going to do a couple of things. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I want to talk to a couple of folks that be coming in live. In the background, you can hear my girl DJ Lois Lane going crazy. If you are seeing me on this, especially right now, you got enough time to cover that ass and bring it over here to Off Georgia on Upshur Art of Noise. We up here all night. We going to do it big and we going to do it wide. That was DJ Lois Lane, right? You see how she just stalked me just now? That was her right there. What's going on?
What up, y'all?
We gonna have DJ Lois. We gonna get you on here in a second.
All right.
Get you in a second, dog. All right, we got a couple of folks who I got some things I want to try to discover tonight here on Art All Night Radio. I want to discover some creative passions. I want to be able to see some things. So I'm gonna talk to a couple artists. We already got a couple people here already. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's go ahead and get it popping. George, you want to start us off, or you want somebody else to go first? You want somebody to warm you up? All right, come on in, man. Got my man Detroit Rebels coming on in. Come on, sit right here. I mean, you're important every day. You can just sit right there. We're going to seesaw this joint. We'll both be okay. Right. What's up, man? Are you still in front? Oh, look at that. You look great.
What's going on? Hey, man.
What's happening, man? How you feeling, brother?
I'm cool, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. What brings you out to Auto Night tonight?
Good to see you, man. Couple things, man. I mean, really, it was you for real.
Me?
Yeah, but, like, I was meant to be here, though.
Okay.
I've been invited to this space, this event, you know what I'm saying, like the Art of Noize for years, and I ain't gonna say I've been faking. I've been having scheduling conflicts.
Yeah, there you go. Scheduling conflicts.
It feels like I'm faking, but I co-parent. Anyway,
right.
I'll be busy.
Right.
So I'm like, man, this is the best art exhibit I feel like I've ever seen personally.
Really?
Well, I'm really fascinated with the augmented reality.
Well, talk about
shit,
it,
bro.
man. Talk about it.
It's incredible, man. Like, I mean, first of all, I come in, he got the Black Man is God, like, magazine cover, and I'm like, instantly, my nervous system feels more regulated. Instantly. I'm like, this is where I've been trying to be, right? And then I'm like, okay, I got to actually get the augmented reality part. And so, I mean, I think really when I saw the Stevie Wonder one, the Secret Life of Plants, I was like, yeah, I'm like, this is
See the album over there, too.
Huh?
The album right there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, I mean, it's just, all kind of black futurism. That one right there, we freed the black man's mind. With I don't know that character reference, the one in the middle with the black man with the yellow shirt.
Oh, that's Brainiac.
Yeah, I don't really
know that's Brainiac. You don't know Well, they ain't never did Superman right. I got you. Brainiac's the smartest sentient being in the universe.
See?
And he a black man.
So look, man, I'm getting put on today. You know
right.
what I mean? So I'm not really super into superheroes and stuff, but shit, it ain't black enough. But I'll get into the black shit. You feel me?
What I love about Maurice's work, I think you kind of alluded to it a second ago. It kind of brings you into a world. It makes me imagine different things. Like I look at Black Empowerment Television, which is directly behind you. Like, what kind of things are you imagining when you see these things? When you go up to Black Empowerment Television, did you start thinking of programming, or was that just me?
Well, you know what? Not that one.
What's up?
But when I saw the High-Speed Freedom Underground Railroad, I was like, yo, this joint need to be a levitating maglev rail. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they got. That's the new shit. So, like, our shit got to be at least that or newer.
Got to.
And, you know, it kind of lit up a lot of light bulbs because I spent time trying to get into the urban planning space, doing research in different urban planning things. So
that's right.
With
You in the dirt with it.
Huh?
You in the dirt with it.
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time? Okay, for sure. Yeah. There's something I'm trying to discover tonight.
Okay.
I was on the way over here and I was thinking, like, how did people learn what their artistic skill was? So, like, can you tell me that story of, like, when you learned words was your thing?
Go ahead. I know you a little bit. I think you're going to like this. I didn't learn it initially. Okay. Initially, I was like, I really want to do this. So, you know, I'm an MC. I rap. Mm-hmm. When I wrote my first rap, it was because somebody told me I couldn't make a good rap. And I was like, actually, no. It was not only that I couldn't make a good rap, but it was like Eminem. And it was like, you can't rap better than Eminem. I was like,
Eminem?
And, you know, my uncles and stuff was like, oh, Eminem, he cool, but he ain't all that. He a white boy that, you know. And this is back when he's rising still. And I'm like, yo, I could do better than Eminem. Eminem ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? I went home and I was not better than Eminem at all. I barely could write the fucking rap. In fact, I really had no business writing some shit because I couldn't write a paragraph. So I don't know why I thought I was going to write a rap that made. So my mom, you know what I'm saying, like over the next like year and a half, my mom would be reading my shit and she was like, bro, nah. But when I found out I was good, because I kept writing, kept gravitating to people that love rap, and we would just be nerding out over together. And I think around 10th grade, just sitting with in lunchroom, and somebody would beat on the table, and I started rapping, and that's how I found out.
Wow.
That's when it was confirmed. It was like, okay, maybe I'm actually not bad. So I guess it took like, 4 or 5 years?
To get some like...
some confirmation that it was real. So
that makes me think like the things that it makes me wonder, are the things that we're called to do, are we like automatically good at those things? Is it like, are you like the one all of a sudden, or do you still gotta work at it?
You know, that's a good question, man. I really think that is, for me, I can't say that it is. Even with math, I always been gifted in math, but like I always also like was like refused to not be good at math. Like I took a lot of pride in the fact that I was like gifted in math,
right?
And so it was like a super top priority. It was more mental than like. It's more of a decision than anything. Like
I'm going to be good at this because I already got it.
So when the teacher explained it, I'm like, got it, okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm not wasting no time, and it happened like that for me. It wasn't like I just, came out the womb doing times tables, you know what I'm saying? Or rapping, and maybe I'm not the GOAT, but like that's the two things I feel like I'm pretty good at.
Yeah.
So for me, it was definitely work. It was definitely mindset and time.
Right.
So.
Huh. Come out the womb doing times tables. Okay, I used to think that like if you were going to be great at something, you were going to be like young and great at it first. Like you were going to like come up as like what's the thing? You're going to be a prodigy. That's the only way that you could be great is if you was great at 13. And then maybe my great time had already passed me.
Yeah, I feel like that's in my experience, I played football, and like I feel like a lot of folks that was excelling early, parents was working with them. Maybe not everybody, but certainly it's a thing. You know what I'm saying? So I think people, that was the mindset when our parents was raising us, but I don't think that's the reality for real.
Okay.
I think our parents just didn't know better.
True.
So,
True.
As a father, that's why I'm trying to give my son whatever he takes hold to. I'm gonna just try to max him out. Like, all right, we're gonna go as far as we can.
That's got to be a trip. They let you be a father? That's a trip, brother.
You would be surprised how unregulated that is.
All right, just something that you slid in my DMs that you want to talk about. What you want to talk about, man?
Yeah, man. So, all right, I'm gonna just be real, man, because I don't know the answer to this.
That's
right?
fine. Yeah.
But I had a thought. In my eyes, there's been a few conversations I've seen online about YNs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look down on the N-word I actually am very fond of the N-word and young people. I figured you would.
Yes, same.
We've had this conversation to an extent. And so, but for real, when I look at the youth, I see a lot of potential, man. I see a generation that's not confused, that doesn't buy into the bullshit because they're not confused. And so we looking at them like, what are we going to do with these niggas? But it's like, I'm looking at them like, what are we going to do with these
what
niggas?
Are we
You see what I'm saying? Because they ready. They don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have no fears for real. Like, and not to talk about them because they not here, but like, that's the other thing. What are we going to say to them? And sometimes I'm a little bit nervous to want to go politicize. Yeah. Because I don't know where we going exactly. So I need to tap into the new blueprint more that you be doing, man. But I wanted to bring that conversation.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And like you, I don't think I have an answer. But I have a counter question though.
Okay.
Do we have to do something? Do they have to do something? Do they, in this like hypothetical future liberated space, niggas, in this future loud space, right, where you could be and you could dictate what you want to be, is there access to that space something that they have to do, or do we just need to introduce them to more options? Do we need to assign them, or do we need to just show them the pastures, if you will?
Right, give them access, show them what we know, what we can provide. That's real, man. That's a good point. Yeah, I think that's a very valid reframe.
That's what I think about. I think about like when you put that question to me, and I was thinking about like, okay, we could militarize the YNs. That is a thought. Right. But
I think they're already militarized.
That's true.
I say radicalized because like put it directed somewhere. I ain't gonna say where, but you
know what? Radicalized is different though.
Yeah.
Radicalized is way different. Politicized.
You know
okay, I got you.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go with
it.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I feel that. Yeah. Interesting. Now I got to think about that, man. I got to think about that.
Hey, so look, I didn't DM you about this, but I also want to talk about
Come on.
my shirt.
Go ahead. What you got?
So my shirt is my song. It's the merch that I'm making. It's the model, right, to the song Seeds.
Okay.
And I feel like it ties in because the whole concept is why I think the song is good is because it's like when you think you're, being buried for your funeral, they didn't know we were seeds. So now we actually, it's a reframe on that. So, listen to the song if you think that's interesting. You know what I'm saying?
That is interesting. That is interesting.
I used to hear like niggas don't die, we multiply. And it's kind of like,
it's like
that,
but
how do we
more
multiply?
positive.
We seeds.
Because we grow. They thought they buried us. And they did. Right. But actually, we created something like funeral. That's right.
I was gonna be okay.
No, you got me fucked up. That's what it is.
Okay.
You fucked me up because now I'm thinking about it. You got me fucked up.
Bro.
Be fucked up, man. Well, I appreciate you for coming through for the Art All Night weekend. You stopping somewhere else through the Art All Night? Or you going to the crib?
Man, I don't have no specific plans. I ain't gonna lie, man. I know it's an open mic later down in Southeast. I might slide to the Anacostia one.
Yeah.
But this is beautiful, man.
Like, you definitely got to spend more time at Art of Noise for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
definitely got to pull up.
The next open mic, I'm gonna be around.
Oh, good. Yeah. Shut them down. Yeah, open it up and shut them down. I appreciate your time, brother.
Huh?
I appreciate your time, man.
You having me,
my
man.
good dog. My good man.
Bro.
My good man. Here we go. That was my man, Jordan Detroit Rivers. Make sure you go check him out on all social media platforms at Detroit Rivers. Okay, he's got the song for the Wake and Bake with BMO. If you're a fan of Wake and Bake with BMO, then you have heard the song thousands of times, okay? If the lady of the house is right here, she would actually rap the verse for you verbatim. She would, I swear to you. Yeah, for us, it's easier to go to jail than to go to college. It's so real, brother. It's so real. One thing I really like about Jordan is his intentionality around language. And that's actually what I'm trying to figure out tonight is like, how do we get to a place as artists, as people who consume art, or you know what, I'll be honest with you, I believe everybody is an artist. How do we get to the point where, as artists, we learn that we were good at this thing? Whether we were born with the skill or whether we had to develop the skill later in life, that's what I'm very interested in tonight. Now, if you're not watching and you don't know where we're coming from the heart of Washington, D.C., right here in Northwest. We are about 16, 18 blocks away from what they would call the federal capital. And I know you're wondering to yourself, BMO, how the hell are y'all outside doing art all night? You look joyous. I thought the city was under occupation. Well, two things can be true. If we open up these windows, I'm pretty sure we'd find some troops looking at us. But at the same time, I'm going to be resilient in the face of fascism. You ask me how I'm going to defeat fascism? It's right here on Art All Night, WAAN, with your boy BMO Brown. Let me check on Instagram, see if we got any people watching, see if we got any comments. Love to hear from you in the comments. Love to see, hey, BMO, I'm on the way. Please keep doing what you're doing. I don't want to miss what you got going on. I'm going to see if I can get me another interview going on over here. Brother, you ready? My good man. Are you ready? Okay, let's get it in, man. Let's get it in. I got another guest here on WAAN. I'll let him introduce himself. We'll be right back. Don't move, actually. Don't be right back. We'll be here. Don't move. What's happening, man? How you feeling, brother? You good? Come on, have a seat with me. Introduce yourself. I don't think I know your name.
Oh yeah, JD.
JD?
Yeah, so I do spoken word.
You JD the poet.
I am JD the pros.
The pros.
Yeah.
For sure. What's up, man? Welcome back to the Art of Noise.
Yeah, man. What's up with you, man? I'm good, man. I'm good. Good spirit, good vibes out here.
Do you perform here at the Art of Noise often?
Well, I've been a couple of times for the open mic or whatnot.
Well, tell me about the vibes. What's the Art of Noise vibes like, man?
Oh,
I'm
mean,
only
it's
here
always-
for like the gallon.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
Tell me
yeah,
about
yeah,
the people
yeah,
who
yeah.
come through for the.
Oh yeah,
the
for
joint.
sure, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, Adrian, he made this space very welcoming. You know, I love the fact that they have the band. The band be like a nice element. Like if you want to kind of learn how to do some poetry or some spoken word with a band in the background, I forget the brother's name. I think it's Joe
Okay.
Palmer, right? The drummer. Yeah. Nah, he's good vibes. Type
Good
of brother.
vibes, okay,
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know what I mean? They got the whole band, and when you come up here and do your joint, you tell them what type of feel you want,
Yeah.
and they give it to you, and then you just go off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me. Okay. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah,
Let me
you
be-
can.
let me- can I be
I'd
100%
rather you be honest with
You
me.
rather me be honest with you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's been about 10 years since I really enjoyed an open mic.
For real. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reintroduce it. Tell me why I should come back to this space because I left because
Okay. Yeah. You tell me first. What would you,
Why'd I leave?
Because if anything, it might have never left.
nothing had changed.
Yeah. So
Let me save you a little
yeah,
time.
see,
If there comes a point when there's like a line, right? So there's a line between amateurism, hobbyism, and then when you take the next step into like professionalism, even
Right.
semi-professionalism.
Okay, I hear
and
you on
open
that.
mics, there started to be an imbalance. I'm okay 20%, 21% being people who are still trying to figure out if they're going to enter into the amateur lane.
Okay.
What I'm not here to see is I'm not here to see 80% amateurs, people reading off their phone, don't know their lyrics, can't catch the key. I'm ready to see. I want to see some hard-hitting talent.
Yeah.
Is it changed?
So there are venues
Okay.
that will guarantee you where like most of the people that's touching the mic
Yeah.
are like that.
Really?
Right? Yeah, for sure. So you heard of Pure Poetry?
I have.
Yeah.
With
So
my man Orville the Poet.
Orville
Yeah,
the
true.
So yeah, that one in particular, like the poets who be poeting
Yeah.
be popping out because you know.
I do.
You know what I mean?
It's
They
different.
pop out.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. You know, it's
Yeah,
levels.
it's
you know,
levels.
and so you're gonna go to that one, or especially with the social media, they got like the platforms, the ones that have like the larger platform. There's one in Houston called Juan.
Okay.
Right about now, and actually they're about to actually have they've been doing like a traveling type joint. So they're about to have a show here in DC coming up, I believe in October.
Okay.
But yeah, I would say also too, like there's some really nice ones that are like kind of low key that a lot of people don't know, but like the people in there be like official too.
You want to give like a little, just
Oh,
one
yeah,
tip. I don't want to
okay.
give your whole set away.
Oh yeah, nah, because they gotta pay me for that.
Yeah, right. True. True though.
Yeah, nah, but I would say if anybody's on Instagram, follow I Love Iconic Presents.
Okay.
Okay. Girl, her name is Ife. She curates a lot of poetry spaces. She's amazing at welcoming people with their stuff and then also putting on. But yeah, she usually has a show over at Bloom Bars.
Okay. Oh,
And-
Bloom Bars.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it's still open. Let me tell you
Yeah, it
something.
is. It
They've been
is.
trying to keep Bloom Bars open for the last 40 years.
Yeah.
And they done made it work.
Yeah.
They done made it work. I'm so glad. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
For sure.
So this. I mean, it's you kind of got. It's like DJs out here, right? You can't just go to a spot thinking that they're gonna produce like a good vibe. You got to know who the DJs are. So if you know who the curators are, then you know where to
Then you
go
good.
for the
Okay.
poetry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of curation, this is not your first day
Nah.
in this exhibit. I believe you had a spirited conversation during the artist talk. Actually, I've been thinking about that conversation
Yeah.
since, right?
Yeah.
Here's what's fucked me up. Let me tell you what fucked me up.
Talk
I was
about it.
talking to a rich black man.
Yeah.
And he's a capitalist, right? So I'm like, okay.
All right.
And he's like, do you know Ibrahim Traore? And I was like, who?
Yeah.
And my man popped off on me. He was like, how come you don't know second youngest black leader in the world kicking out the French and the Belgians?
Yeah.
I mean, he popping off on me. And I'm
Yeah.
feeling shame.
Yeah.
So I go look him up. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, what's going on? And I'm starting to think about the things that we could do with Africa. And then who comes blaring back in my head? Yo ass.
That's good. You know what I mean?
Yo
That's why
ass.
I just wanted to present the conversation.
Present the conversation again.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
we're
yeah,
in
yeah.
the Pan-African
Yeah.
World's Fair.
Right.
And you noticed an omission.
Yeah.
And talk about it.
Yeah, so first of all, I want to first start off by saying I love my man Mo. Like the amazing exhibit. I love what he does with his work. You know what I mean? And quite honestly, it was a blind spot for me too. I've been connected with a lot of people from that diaspora. Homegirl that's Kenyan, another homegirl that's from Zambia, I believe. Yeah.
Okay.
So just having conversations, dialogue about just like black unity, solidarity and all that type of stuff. And I'm recognizing that in these conversations, a lot of times they feel like there is no discourse that's including them. You know what I mean? So with that new way of looking at things and trying to like adjust that in my lens, in a sense, I'm starting to look at things in that way, right? Because like originally I'm looking for Black American icons.
Of course.
I'm looking for Black American historical figures. I went to school, got my master's in Black history. My history, all the history that I got was American history, right?
Interesting.
So, like how you had that conversation with old boy.
Yeah.
Same thing with me, you know what I mean? Just like, dang, like I'm pretty well read when it comes to history.
I
and
know
all that,
things.
I know things.
Yeah.
And to feel like I don't know things at the same time, it just challenged me, you know what I mean? And so I now that I think about it though, I'm like, I don't mind the dialogue, but I wish I would have just brought, Mo to the side. Like, yo, Mo, this is something I'm thinking about that,
Maurice, during the exchange, Maurice looked at me while y'all were talking and was like, and I was like, no, they got to talk it out. We got to work things out. We got to talk about it. And it's got to be brought to the forefront. And so what happened, Rich Buddy, what he really fucked me up was he was like.
He a capitalist, though.
He a capitalist, though. This is where he fucked me up, though.
Yeah.
He was like, where is Black America's power center? Where is there a way that we can make money completely devoid of the American part of blackness? And I started thinking about it. And he was like, don't think about it too hard. Nowhere. At any point in this capitalist American system, the government can point at these rich billionaires and cut them off.
Okay.
At any point, because all of their power comes from the American dollar. And so usually when we get this part of the conversation, I'm like, here go the Pan-African. Here we go. But this thing is a cap. He's got a suit on. He worked for Berkshire or Swooster or some shit like that.
See,
wealth management.
Yo, bro.
Fucking me up, bro.
And that's it's interesting how they could see it in that way, right? In the American lens. And I've always very critical when people kind of have these absolute answers or whatever.
Right.
Because especially when you talk about in the diaspora sense, a lot of those places were colonized, right? And a lot of those places, a lot of their financial economic system is still underneath the thumb of those places, those countries that colonized them.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So I don't. If you want to be very honest about the economic sense of just world economics, right?
Yeah.
Who isn't underneath the thumb of, some Western civilization, capitalistic.
True.
So it's why are we so, and that, so to me, that's,
Talk about it.
I get a little fired up when they start.
No, fired up,
you know
man.
What I mean? Because why are we focused so much on Black Americans when that's with those type of dialogues or situations, and we're not taking into consideration our brothers and sisters across the world are going through the same thing. It's let's not focus on Black America. The hypervisibility of Black Americans is a little bit too much. You know
It gets a little intense.
Yeah, it
and
does.
It starts to feel like, why you talk? Why it gotta
Why-
be us?
yeah.
Y'all found the Black Scottish folk last week.
Yeah.
Go talk about them.
Yo, bro, and look, I'm equal opportunity.
Come
criticism.
on.
You feel me?
Everybody could get roasted.
Anybody can.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Anybody could get it. You feel me?
Yeah,
But,
I got you.
It's
I got you.
So I have when people and when I have these type of conversations, you know what I mean, I'm always open to hear people's perspective, but also, because I am I'm trained really in that like way of being able to be critical when people start being hyper visible or hypercritical about Black Americans in particular. I'm like, this is rooted in anti-Blackness,
Right.
Like, so, yeah.
I want to go back to something you said a second ago.
Okay.
You're in grad school.
Yeah.
You're learning you said it was like you got a master's in Black history, basically, right?
Yeah,
You're learning these things, but then you find out there's been a hole in that education.
Yeah, there's
you
been a
said
gap.
something. You said something kind of quickly. Just you said you like it was humbling.
Yeah.
I struggle with that. When I don't know something, when it feels like she obviously knows me, I'd be mad.
Yeah,
How do you get to humble?
So quite honestly, you know, like my man Mo said during the artist talk, whenever you have an issue or a question, you go to the source, which is Malcolm X. Right. That's what my man, Mo said it.
He said it.
I'm just
when I get
reiterating what
lost,
he
I just
said.
put
You know
it on
what I'm
Malcolm
saying?
X. This is
Look,
true.
Listen, I cite, bro. I don't take credit. You know what I mean?
True.
But nah, that's real shit. Because when you think about it, like Malcolm X is the ultimate lifelong learner.
Right.
So like he never felt like he just always knew everything. He was always desiring to learn more, and that's what I really loved about his journey more than anything. Everybody talks about Malcolm X in the sense of like, you know, he was very fierce and, you know what I mean, they love the hyper-masculinity apparel of Malcolm X, right? Me is the everlasting, ever always learning, the yearning for learning. Yeah. And so if my brother, who I look up to so dearly, always faced, you know, ignorance and head on and always wanted to learn and always did what he could do to learn, who am I to not accept that I am? Right. You know what I mean? He actually have a quote. I might be misquoting it, but it's like, be careful of like judging somebody for what they do not know. Remember, there was a point that you didn't know. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, you hit me with something. Right. All right. But here's the other thing. I'm almost certain that you know a lot of things that other people don't know. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like it's a you know, it's a symbiotic exchange of information. So that's how I look at it. Like, right? Like somebody's educating me, I can sit back and listen and not feel like, damn, there's something I'm not reading enough. I'm not doing it. I mean, there's just not enough time in the world to consume all the information in the world. I know I don't know everything. Yeah. So I'm cool with
it is. Yeah.
I'm cool with
not knowing. Yeah. Yeah.
And I feel that the smartest person in the room is the person that knows that they don't know everything.
That's true.
You know what I mean? So you're always learning from other people.
That's right. That's right. So. The loud mouths are usually the most ignorant. I know some shit. Okay, all right. Yeah, you got it, bro. You got it, bro.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna go back and forth with you either. Because as soon as the guy hit you with that, I probably would have hit him up with like, yo, do you know who Mariah Stewart is? Yeah. You know what I mean? Do you know who David Walker is? I'm sure he don't know who they are, right? And I know them because of my training and education, right?
Of course.
But it's like, let's exchange this. Yeah, educate me on this person, and I can educate you on that person. Right. And now we can, you know what I mean? So
now we can do a thing.
Now we can be a conversation. Now we could be in solidarity, you know what I mean? In community with each other. So.
Okay. I got one last thing for you.
All right,
there's something I'm trying to discover, right? Poet. Do you consider that to be like your base artistic skill?
Yeah, absolutely.
How did you tell me the story about how you found out you were good at it? Or that like it was for you, actually?
Yeah, it was for me?
Yeah.
So, funny thing, I didn't, so I used to write poetry coming up, like 18, I started writing poetry, whatever may be the case. But I didn't really start sharing it until I moved out here. I'm originally from New York. I moved out here 4 years ago.
Okay.
So when I moved out here and like maybe like the first 6 months of it, I was just going to poetry spots, not really sharing. But I've always said bucket list type of situation, I'm gonna share a poem on the stage. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Bucket list.
Before
you die.
Yeah, before I die.
Right.
You know what I mean? So crazy thing is, I was going to the open mic with a homeboy. He was writing a poem. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna share some. So he read his poem to me. He's like practicing. I'm like, yo, you know, it would be nice if you put something like this on that. You know what I mean? I gave him like I just threw him a bar that I thought would have been nice to add. He's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna add that joint. So we go to the open mic. Mm-hmm. He recites the poem. Everybody's like, oh, that's da 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 da, right? At the end, people come up to him and they're like, yo, I really like that part when you said and I'm just like, oh, that's the part I told him.
So you like my stuff.
Yeah, you like my shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, you know, from that point I was like, I'm gonna do it on some like, quite honestly, some validation.
Yeah, I got you.
Like I can spit some bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But one time when I actually shared a poem and a dude talked about how it impacted him like emotionally and how like it like he felt like he never had somebody speak his words the way that I was able to do it.
Right.
I was like, oh, this is different. This is like, you know. So then I started to give more respect to the art, and now I'm here where I'm at.
Look at that, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up, though.
Yeah.
I was talking just a second ago with Jordan. We were having a conversation. It was like when he first started rapping, he wasn't good at it, but he still knew it was for him. So I asked him, I was like,
yeah.
Do you think you're like just born good at the thing you're called for,
Oh,
or do you gotta like?
Nah, you know what it is, bro.
What's up?
I mean, I kind of give a lot of credit to from where I grew up in New York. New York rap. I grew up during the '90s, so like.
Okay, for sure.
Listening
was
to
raised
Nas,
right.
You know, I'm just listening to all these Big Daddy Kane. You know what I'm saying? Tribe Called Quest. I'm listening to all this coming up, so, you know, Pete Rock, CL Smooth. I'm listening to this, so like, because I've been listening to all that, I feel like just because you listen so much to it,
Yeah,
you bound to kick up on some, you know what I mean?
this is true. This
So,
is true.
yeah, I just
so you
kinda-
kind of like absorbed it.
I kind of absorbed it and then was able to, because even when I first started off, a lot of people was like, yo, you sound like Nas. That's my favorite rapper.
For sure. Well, that's
Like,
fine.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
like, you sound like him. And I was just like, I want my own voice. So let me try to find ways. But, yeah, nah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's, so I guess if it was, did I know? I didn't know until I started it. But
Right.
once I started, it was like, oh, yeah, this makes a lot of sense. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
okay. Yeah, I could do this.
I can do this.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what else brings you out for art all night? You gonna stick around here? You gonna go out check out other places?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go. Matter of fact, I don't even know where my homie's at. I hope he ain't leave. I'm chilling in here. I'm gonna hit him up. He probably at the other spot. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the joint over. They said they're gonna have some stuff over at the Hook Hall spot.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, and then like go a little bit further down to Shore.
Okay.
So like basically stay on Georgia and like kind of make my way towards the, you know what I mean?
This your first art all night?
Yeah, this is no.
Okay.
Nah.
Okay.
I'm
Nah.
not- Yeah. I put this. Yo, you know it's so crazy because people want me to go back home, check them and whatever. I'm like, yo, September, do not call for me. I'm
It's
not
deep.
coming home.
Nah, not this time.
8th Street Festival,
Yeah,
art all night.
true.
I'm not. Nah.
I'm
good.
here.
I'm here.
Right,
Labor
true.
Day, I'm here. I'm here. I'm good. There's too much going on here. If I go home and miss out on stuff that's out here, I'm gonna be sick. So,
Yeah, man.
October they'll see me.
Yeah, you'll see me. When the leaves start to fall,
When the
I'll be up
leaves start
there.
to fall.
You see the fall, you'll see me. All right. JD, I appreciate your time,
Yo,
man.
pleasure, bro.
Yo, tell the
Yeah.
people where they can find you and whatnot.
Oh, yo, yeah, you can find me on Instagram, JD the Pros. I'm also a photographer, so you can find me on Instagram at by J.A. Dennis. I also got a website, by J.A. Dennis. Yeah, man, and yo, shout out to you for doing this.
No problem, brother.
Mad love.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on. We gotta do it.
Oh,
Hold on.
no.
We gotta do it right.
Oh,
Nah, we gotta do it right.
All right, man. I appreciate you,
I'm
brother.
honored. Yeah, no doubt.
I hope y'all didn't see that absolutely terrible handshake to end that to end that portion of our conversation. I really appreciate that conversation with JD. I'm going to see if I can get some more folks up here to talk on Art All Night Radio. Let's do a real quick check-in to our good folks over on Instagram. What's going on the gram? If there's some questions you want to ask these folks, or something you want to learn from this situation, definitely don't hesitate to leave us a comment, shout out. Matter of fact, if you can hear my voice right now, I got a strong feeling that you're pretty close. So might as well go on, dust your shoes off, go on, put your good drawers on, come on down here to Art of Noize, up here on Upshur Street in Northwest Washington, D.C. You're going to have to duck the cops, so that's okay. Cops can't stop your joy. Cops can't stop shit for real. I need to be fighting this dehydration. That's what I need to be fighting. I'll tell you that right now. We'll have us a good night. We got another guest coming up, my good man. All right, y'all know him well. Come on, Fresh, come on up here, man. Come on up here, baby. What's up, baby?
What's up, world? You know, my name is Fresh Ingredient. Man, I'm just glad to be here, man. My brother Maurice has another successful exhibit going on, Art of Noize. My brother BMO, you know what I'm saying? The voice of the streets.
The voice of the streets.
The voice of healing.
The street. All right, man. All right.
Listen,
What up, man?
I'm gonna keep going real quick. The voice of disruption, because sometimes you gotta fuck shit up in your greatness. Can I cuss on this?
Can you cuss? Who you talking to? Of course you can.
Nah. Peace, my brother. Thank you for having me up here right now.
No problem, man. How you feeling, man?
Man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling intensely aligning, meaning it's a tornado going on, but I'm in the middle of that joint with my feet embedded in the ground, just allowing things to go. Yeah, that's
It's
how
like that?
It's like that, man. For
Okay.
real. And I'm gonna be honest with you. It don't got nothing to do with what's going on outside in the world.
So what's going on?
Personally, man, because let's be real.
Yeah.
This ain't new to a lot of people. It's new to a lot of other people.
This is right.
Which
exactly.
I'm glad they're feeling it. Because it's going to take them some time right now to unpack that shit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So for me, on some selfish stuff, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, I got a lot of things going on, man. You know, when I met you, bro, man, I made a tough decision for myself that liberated me.
That's right.
But I also knew I was walking in that desert.
That's right.
And I just got to the water well.
Hey, look at you.
That's a year of some change,
But you made it, though.
resiliency and grace, all grace to God, all
Yeah.
praise. You know what I'm saying?
So looking back on that choice that liberated you, does it feel gigantic? Does it feel normal? Does it feel like just another day in the past? Or was that like a monumental day that like changed your life?
Man,
Are you still appreciative of the decision?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think I'm still unraveling the evolution from it. So at first,
Really?
yeah, what I mean by that is at first I was mad, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Resentment was there.
Yeah.
If somebody understands ego and resentment don't really allow me to be my highest self, I had to give myself grace to feel that.
Right.
Because it was real what I was feeling. I can't act like it was not.
Right.
But I also know I can't really step into what I needed to step into, holding on to that resentment. You know what I'm saying? So I went through that phase. Then from that phase, I went to just a straight grace. Like, all right, settle yourself so you can kind of get some clarity on direction.
Right.
And the whole time, to be honest, I started to really identify that I don't think I'm supposed to ever have full clarity. I think all I'm supposed to have is like that groundedness in myself, which is my faith in, you know, God, knowing my ancestors in there. And as I like just lock in on that, like I know everything I'm gonna do is gonna give me those little pieces, those keys to unlock that door so I can get to the next door.
Right.
And I just been trusting that. Like I have this grandeur idea, yeah, but I can't act like I got control that it's gonna happen like that.
Right.
So I gotta like allow myself enough space to just be and also not fucking stress myself out to get there.
Right.
So that's what I mean by that.
So, okay, so I watched, this is going to be a wild comparison, but I watched My Dinner with Andre, one of them old-ass movies from the 80s. It's a movie about a conversation between true friends, but when you really dig deep into it, it's actually warring philosophies. And I can't remember who, it might have been Andre himself. He said that goals, dreams, the things we call the future, are a distraction.
I feel that. I'm gonna
So,
watch
like,
this too. I've heard about it.
You got to check out.
Yeah, I will.
It's dry because this is about two dudes sitting at dinner, but it's shot okay.
Okay.
But the conversation is very interesting, and so that particular point's been kind of like messing with me. And then I hear this African creator on Instagram saying that Africans and some African cultures, they have no concept of future. It's only now.
I saw that the other day.
You see what I'm saying?
I did.
And so sometimes I feel like we get caught up. You said clarity is kind of like not guaranteed. And when I think about clarity, I think about, clarity of what's to come. Clarity of what's like on the horizon.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's not, it's just not real.
Yeah.
It's the distraction.
Because it's not, nothing exists but the present. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's like somebody processing their past, which allowed them to become who they are. But if you are so attached to that, you can't be who you are right now.
Right.
And you can't be, if you're not locked in the present, you can't even get to the next present. So, no, I feel that for sure.
It's crazy to me, though.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, why do you think we start thinking of like? I mean, I think thinking about future is great, but I think true innovation came from motherfuckers worried about right now. Like, think about it, the air conditioner, right?
Right.
A nigga was in the house like, I'm done. It's been 500 years. I'm tired of this. It is hot. What can we do? From that moment, he won't think it. He utilized the past to think about it,
True.
but it was that present
It
moment.
was
of
right.
like,
He's like,
baby, I'm hot.
done.
I need you to get off me.
Now. Now.
Right now.
Now. We need to do it.
Put that hose on that water and
When
put
did
that
we
fan
start?
on and let's. But I think that was more of a present thing, personally, and that's some funny ass shit. But I really believe more innovation comes from taking the downloads from the past
Interesting.
and understanding how you need to use that science for now. That now unlocks the next.
It
in my
does.
opinion.
It does. Okay. Let's go there.
Yeah.
My homegirl, she expatriated a couple years ago. She now is a citizen of Sierra Leone. She says to me when she comes back, all she sees is comfort. It's like everybody is comfortable. They're soft. They're like wrecking themselves to get to a place of things that they don't necessarily need. Where she's at in Freetown, she's very careful to say that they're not behind. They're focusing on other stuff. Yeah. So to answer your question, when do we get to the point of, depending on the future, when we decided that we wanted to be comfortable? Because that's where the comfort is. The comfort is in the distraction. The comfort is in the things that we can't see. Yeah. To take it back to what they used to tell us way back, the comfort's in the hereafter.
Yeah, because it's kind of like, a motherfucker be like, yeah, I'll get to it. I'll do it when it's time.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you ain't going to never get to it. The time
You've
is
been
right
saying
now.
that 10 years,
Yeah.
500 years.
Real rap.
Yeah.
And then to your point, yeah, people be doing shit to be comfortable, but how comfortable are they? Because I'm pretty sure you, right?
Yeah.
You've been around people who do stuff that completely not what you do. Their world is so technical and I did this at school, I went here in this job, and blah, 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 blah. But when they get around you, what do you probably hear? Man, I wish I could trust my gift. Or I wish I could trust myself.
Yeah.
Or I wish I had my voice. And I'm like, well, nigga, I thought you had 5 degrees and all this. I thought you were kid comfortable. But
Yeah.
I think that's it. And no disrespect for nobody living that way. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong or whatever. But I'm just saying I agree with you in the fact that I think a lot of motherfuckers be like acting like it's comfortable and they ain't even comfortable with this shit. You see it online every day. Motherfuckers is laughing and smiling. They turn the screen off. They probably butt naked crying in a tub or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Fake comfort. Not even real comfort. My man. All right, so there's another thing I'm trying to find tonight. I wanna hear the story. What do you think is like your base artistic skill? Is it photography?
Man, that's a crazy question right now for me because I think I'm growing a lot right now.
Okay.
And I think I have a nucleus, yes, but I understand that there's so many components of me that focus on this nucleus has allowed me to, here we go again, focusing on the present,
Right.
so I can get to the future, right? My core, yes, I'm a portrait journalist.
Okay.
So being able to tell stories through photography,
Yeah.
right? And then it grew from, how I tell my stories, I kind of tell my narrative through the narrative of others. Kind of like when I met you, just that one day. That brief conversation, people don't realize how I be downloading shit. Hey, yo, to the people watching this, I met B-Mo one day just being outside, went to a homie's Dreamcast, album release. Dream. My bad, I can't remember the album. Not the one that you just released, but
the one with the mama on the cover, wasn't it?
Yep, that joint. That joint. He had an album release at Commonwealth. And I was just chilling, posted up. You walked up to me. I literally just said something. I respect Steezes. I said, yo, I respect your C's, guy. We started talking, had a little brief situation, yada, 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 yada. I downloaded that whole situation, though. Wow. And then I documented you. And then remember what came out of that, I told the world what was going on in my head that day. Because I told you, but I didn't get deep.
Right. You gave me but I saw it all, though. I saw the step of liberation. I saw the cliff that you jumped off of.
That shit's probably in my eyes.
Yeah, man, I can see it. Look, because I've been there. Yeah. I've been on that cliff about 7 times. I've been there where you got to where it's time to liberate yourself, where it feels like, okay, I could keep doing it. I could keep doing this, but I won't be who I think I am.
Yeah.
I won't be the distraction that I've created for myself, but I still believe in. I won't be that thing. I got to take the next step.
Yeah.
So I saw that in you. So let me ask you this. So, like, I would say that's your skill, the ability to, like, download a person artistically in that way.
I would say I'm able to connect with people's spirits versus their
There
outer
you
shell.
go. There you go.
Like,
That's
I
better
don't give
language.
a fuck what you drive.
How did you, like, tell me the story about how you knew that you could do that or that you were good at that?
Damn, man. I kind of been this way all my life. I kind of like, so I didn't grow up around a lot of family.
Okay.
It was just me, my moms, and my sister, right?
Okay.
My sister like 5 years older than me. So I damn near I'm by myself
Right.
all the time, right? So I've always been grounded in myself. But also I've lived in a lot of different places, man.
Okay.
And I think that's it, because it allowed me to be able to like know who I am, even as I'm learning who that is, but also being able to make space for everybody else who's going through the same shit.
Yeah.
So for me, it started to hit like, man, I can't even. Yo, B, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it's just making sense now.
Really?
Yeah, bro. I think it's just making sense now. I think when it comes to my artistry, I've always knew that this is it.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't go to no art school in elementary, high school, or college.
Right.
But I'm always around people, man. I lived in Norfolk, 757, the 7 cities, bro. We all know what that is creatively. Being in the DMV, being in the Bay. You're talking about some like really spiritually enriched locations.
Yeah.
That's hella diverse. And I think really just growing up and experiencing that shit gave that for me, but it's only now it's just making sense, bro.
Wow. Like right now.
But that's what I mean by
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to know the future.
I hear
need
you.
to keep working from the now and allowing that to unlock myself, bro.
Yeah.
I could tell the world, oh, I want to get here to do this and do that. But then also, am I not going to appreciate the little steps and shit that I got to go through? Or what my homie told me the other day, these offerings from God.
Yeah.
People think offerings from God is abundance. No, offerings is like you were late on your bill and your cell phone's cut off.
Yeah.
How were you able to manage, not lose your shit? Maybe not overly extend yourself out by just like saying, hey, my phone going to be off for 2 weeks.
Exactly.
I'll be all right.
Exactly. I know that. Yeah. That's your offering. Patience.
So I think
Discernment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I see you. I've also moved around a lot when I was a kid.
Okay.
I know what it means to quickly adapt and be a part of the community. My favorite compliment as a new kid was, man, I thought you had been going here since you was in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I've been here 3 months.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I
That is
appreciate it. It's just a cover, though. I wish it was real. It's a better time. Amazon problem. Yeah. Yeah. Right now, we just, what was we just talking about?
Man, a whole lot of stuff, but you were telling me how one of the best compliments you used to get when you was young was, man, I felt that you been going here. You're like, yo, I've been here for motherfucking 3 days or something.
Right now, we're doing interviews, and I'm curious about how people learned that they were good at what their passion is. So if you want to come have an interview here in a second, we can get in here. Just let me finish up with my man, and I got you. All
And
right.
it's funny, right? Because, well, let me go. Let's talk about it. It's funny because you asked the question. First of all, shout outs to you. I love real journalism. I know they may seem cliche right now, especially the day and age we live in. But like me and you grew up in the Ralph McDaniel days.
Oh, yeah.
Big Tig in the Basement days, all of that days, right? So being able to like really ask right questions, bro. I can't
Right.
stand when like I'm listening to stuff and it's like, yo, these are like this is all fluff. Like I think you do the same thing, right? We're like kind of like a reflection, we're a reflection at Prisms. And I remember you proposed a question online like you do, and I think you asked people to respond to you as far as like, how do you see them?
Right.
And I asked
Yeah.
you. I
Yeah.
asked, how do you see me, bro? and you said, bro, you're like an ambassador, like you're an organic ambassador. It ain't no weird stuff. It's now no transaction. You just hold space.
Very true.
That's what you do,
Yeah.
and you do it on a whole nother element, bro. That I just really respect, bro. So appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, like-
Thank you for seeing me. Honestly, I really do appreciate it, man. Got to be a reflection.
Got to.
Because, you know, niggas be unseen out here.
Niggas be unseen,
And
unheard.
just like that cell phone bill, they start acting wild when they unseen.
Bro, and the funny thing is,
Yeah.
you'll be on the billboard at that moment, and they'll act like they don't see you, which is okay, but don't act weird, bro.
That's exactly though. You're right though, man. I appreciate your time, my good man.
Same,
I
man.
appreciate
Always.
you, brother.
One love,
my
man.
man. Oh man, what another lovely conversation. My man Fresh, make sure you go check him out at Fresh Ingredients. That's Fresh with a PH. All right, we're here at Art of Noize. Woo! What a wonderful evening. I'm having such a great time here at Art of Noize, Art All Night Radio. We're going to talk to a few more people here. As I've been saying, I'm just really interested in discovering how people discovered their passions, all right? I'm going to do I might do a little reframing here. How we looking so far? If anybody wants to give me a comment, a compliment, something, somebody throw something out here. Let me look on here on the gram, see if we got anybody throwing compliments and comments out here. If not, it's okay, because it's Art All Night Radio, and we having us a grand old time. Once again, we're up here on Upshur Avenue right now. It is 7:48. We got about another hour and 20 minutes of Art All Night Radio. If you want to see what's going on, if you want to interview, if you want to meet some of these lovely folks, definitely pull up immediately. Okay, yeah, we on the live chat. We here on the YouTube. We look good. We look great. All right. Hold on, I'm gonna do a little quick reframe. Let's see if we can get our light in a better position. I think that's a bit better of a lighting situation that we got going on here. Let me see it. Look at my beautiful dark-skinned ass. I love it. Woo! I got the sneezies. All right, let's see if we can get another person to come over here and interview with us. Who we got in the building? Who want to interview? Can we get Maurice James? Maurice James Jr., you want to come? Yeah, come on in, brother. Yeah. Can we get the man of the hour? Okay, yeah, get your beverage on so he get to talk to his mama. Hey, mama, how you doing? I'm doing all right. You doing all right? Good. Going to talk to my man Maurice James Jr. here. In case you didn't know, we are here in celebration of the closing of the Pan-African World Fair. We have these beautiful pieces behind us, quite impartially. My favorite piece in the whole gallery is the Black Empowerment Television. So we're going to talk to Maurice James Jr. You know, me and Maurice have had several conversations. So we're going to have another conversation right here. But this is a question I think I haven't asked him before. Maurice, come on in, man.
I thought I was going to wait a little bit longer. You know, it's all good. I was trying to let everybody get their interviews in and everything before I went up here and give my spiel. You know what I'm saying?
We've had 9,000 conversations. You got the Move hoodie on.
Well, I bring it off a special occasion.
That's right. I brought out the glass.
I brought out my favorite sweatshirt for the night.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
What's up, Maurice?
Everything's good, man.
How do you feel in these situations? You're at the closing of your gallery.
Yeah.
The people are gathered. We're here at Art All
yeah,
Night.
yeah.
How do you feel in these moments?
Complete. You know,
Complete?
Like the completion of an idea. did all I could with it, for at least for this iteration of it, right? So now it's done. I can move on to the next beautiful, crazy thing. So,
Yeah.
it gives me space to do something else.
Space.
Yeah.
Like clears up some stuff in your mind.
Yeah, because I try to give like my exhibits as they're functioning the primary focus.
Right.
But once they're done and I have open space, I just do whatever I just choose to. Yeah.
So okay, so what happens? This is hypothetical. What happens like as you're closing this down?
Yeah.
Another gallery is like, oh, we want this again.
This again, yeah.
Yeah. Are you like? Are you able to represent this and also create at the same
If it was
time?
a city or state, I wouldn't do it in DC again.
Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
and Philly was like, come do this here.
Yeah, I saw the
But you could also. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Repackage it, like just try some other stuff that I didn't get to try or forgot about, and then take it. So it can be anywhere. They travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've asked you this question before. How did you know? Can you tell me the story of how you knew that you were supposed to be an artist?
How did I know?
Yeah.
Man, I've been creative since I was a small child.
Like, okay, take me there.
Comic books and drawing stuff out of the comic books, just doodling.
Really?
Sketching. Yeah. It's sort of like looking at comic books and wanting to draw that. I wanted to work with Marvel Comics as a kid.
Yeah.
Either Marvel Comics or Saturday Night Live.
That was your two choices, and you ended up at BET.
Hey, here we go. Oh, and like just admiring Spike Lee to the point where I was like, I want to make movies. So I want to do something entertainment and visual. So,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How I landed on this is another story within itself because.
Well, I feel like it's like an evolution, right?
It is, no.
So okay, so let's stick at the beginning.
Okay.
So when you were like drawing out of the comic book,
Yeah.
were you good at it?
Yeah.
You were?
I know how to draw, yeah.
I know you know how to draw.
yeah,
Okay, let me put it in the context. I was talking to Jordan a second ago.
Yeah.
Jordan's a rapper. He
Right.
said the first time he tried to rap, trash.
No, but as far I was not drawing just like Todd McFarlane or whatever artist I was looking at in the comic books.
Okay.
But I can draw real nice and keep practicing and draw my own characters.
Okay.
I kept a sketchbook with me.
Okay.
I would just draw all day long.
So it just okay. So it came to you, your art, and you just kept doing it.
And by high school, I decided that I wanted to be an art magnet. So that was a choice. Then we choose artists also choose to be artists at the same time too, though.
Okay, so you because you from Philly, correct?
Yeah.
So you had kind of like the resources to have an art magnet school.
In my high school, they had one. They had a pretty good one too for that time. Yeah, they got rid of it by like 2002 or 3 or whatever. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah. But I was in the art magnet. I was with the. So when I'm in art atmospheres, it's like being in art class. I'm used to being around a bunch of artists all the time anyway.
Right.
So it's just to me it's comfortable because this is how I operate. Yeah.
I'm giving you the puzzling face because in my several places that I grew up, I don't recall there being like an embrace on visual artists, like at all.
Right.
There was the orchestra, there was the marching band, there was the symphonic band.
Right.
But the kids who drew,
Yeah.
they just kind of like drew.
Yeah.
They just existed somewhere.
But there's a crossroads as a kid that just like doodles or whatever, and like in their sketchbook or their composition book or whatever, to like actually try to
trying to like do something.
try to tweak, fine tune it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they said that's what art magnet kids have to apply for it and do a little short portfolio to the counselor that does that shit, and then they bring you in. Then you take art magnet classes or whatever. So you get double period at the end of class, at the end of school with art.
Wow.
Yeah.
And just a whole bunch of artists in there.
But artists near young artists.
Right.
Like 15, 16, 17. That could be throughout the year, but yeah.
Okay, so because I got a question I gotta ask you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do art in college too?
I went to school for graphic design, but not to do art. I went there to just do business.
To do graphic design
To
as a
work
business.
for the man.
How'd that work out?
I hated it.
Yeah, right.
I got fired from almost every job that I've ever had. I really,
So have I.
Insubordination.
Yeah, same thing.
Hey, listen,
same thing.
I know it's why we get along. 'Cause at some point, it's like, I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
I'm not doing it.
I learned in my last, well, not my last fire because I've been fired since then, but in my last formal position that I was let go from, I had a revelation of why I was being let go. I realized that ambition and insubordination are the same thing to these people.
It is.
If you're not following their path, whether you're doing too much or too little,
yeah.
the fuck out. That's all. They don't want you there.
Or if you see the tricks and don't fall for the traps.
Yeah,
I'm not fucking
doing that. Yeah. Right.
Shit. Quick story. I worked for a radio station. I was doing cool stuff on the side for them. I was graphic designer inside the building. I was doing websites, but I was wrapping trucks, making big checks, doing all type of promo shit. Then they came for me to reapply for a job because they was changing the position. I said, no, I do all this too, and I want to be paid for all this. Was I asked to be paid for the shit that I was doing already?
Yeah.
they gave me the fucking can.
Hit the bricks.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I did meet some of my best friends there, so Yeah.
Was there ever a time
Yeah.
while you're like in your passion, you're learning art,
Yeah.
that you run on something that you're not good at or that you don't know?
Yeah, and when I don't know, then I start doing mad research. Yeah.
Does it like? I get frustrated in those times.
Yeah.
How do you like deal with
Oh
that?
no, graphic designers are taught to be problem solvers.
Really?
We see it like a design problem,
Well, talk to me about that process.
and I just figure out how to design it.
Just like design the shit and then
Yeah.
you figure it out from there.
Yeah, then I punch through it. Yeah.
Well, that sounds simple enough.
Well, I don't really make it easy. I treat it like design. So, like when I'm trying to, even like a lot of these pieces took a lot of tweaking. They weren't as they were. They were just pieces all separate, and I had to figure out how to kind of combine it.
You know, I had
seamlessly.
never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I thought you like, all right, I got a piece of paper.
Nah.
I'm gonna do this in this corner, this in this corner, this corner. But you have a whole bunch of like assets basically floating in your mind.
And then so I have things like they already in a folder that I researched already, or I just already start working on something. It's missing elements, so I need elements from that time. So I research the time and design from that time and how I can find resources to kind of build it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it takes a lot of interweaving, all types of crazy shit to kind of get it all together. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it takes a lot, man. Yeah.
As we are at the closing of the gallery.
It is the closing of the show.
It is the closing of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah,
I want to know, what are some of the most like interesting comments and conversations you've had about the pieces in this gallery?
You know, it hasn't been about the pieces like individually. It's been about like the concept as a whole, like why the World's Fair.
Right.
Why do people forget about it? We used to do so many things. We used to try so many things. What happened? So it's really about just the quiet part. As I said, they're saying, oh, black people doing the whole World's Fair. That part hasn't come up really because I think everybody's just like appreciating the World's Fair. But I know in people's minds saying, damn, I never even thought black people could do all this
yeah.
shit. So
I think as I was researching the World's Fair, I think people have kind of just like forgot about it.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's a big deal.
Like you said, the Olympics for Brainiacs.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
it's just kind of like, so I'm really glad that you brought that idea back to the forefront, my man.
And because I was just curious about why it ended, why we stopped sharing ideas, why we stopped trying, at least like this. And then I want to show also more than like showing people, everybody trying, us trying to liberate ourselves, just like scientifically, as opposed to like physically and like using force all the time. But because there is a element to this show that is about like defense, because if you're this smart, you thought about the other stuff too.
Yes, you have.
So, but I didn't need to show that. This one, they're showing like we're this brilliant. You know what time it is.
Right.
Because that's what the World's Fair was about anyway. Like the World's Fair was about showcasing whatever like country. This is what we're working on. If this is our cool stuff, imagine our war stuff.
Right. The stuff we really working on.
Yeah.
The
So-
stuff we ain't showed you.
Right.
Yeah.
So think about what I didn't show. Because I thought about it. I'm like, nah.
Nah.
It's about peace, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Maurice, I appreciate your time, man. I'm not gonna hold you up in your gallery. I know you got
this is
the
great,
schmooze and you got to move.
Fimo, thank you as always, man, for everything, man. So,
I appreciate you, man.
No,
I appreciate you,
brother.
man.
No,
Tell the people where to find you, brother. They know where to find you.
MauriceJamesJr.com. You know what I mean? I love y'all.
My man. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. So did I. We're still good. We're still in here. We're still beautiful. We're still out here at Art All Night. This is Art All Night Radio. I am your host, BMO. We're down here at the Art of Noize. My girl, Lois Lane, DJ Lois Lane is on the ones and twos. She's getting it fly. She's keeping it cool. She's keeping it cranking. I myself am having a wonderful time having these conversations. I need to grab myself another cup of water because I'm about to start sounding like Macy Gray out here. I try to say goodbye and not choke. I try to walk away and not stumble. All right, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can play a little.
Yeah, they're straight up. You know Jim and Jane Crow at the national parks too, right?
Elaborate.
Here, watch me. Oh, girl, I know your secrets.
Girl, you think it without me?
It's Wake and Bake with B-Mo.
And with Bimo?
He's live on air.
Damn.
Why won't you share your blunts with me?
Nice song, but unless you're a
All right, we are back with more WAAN. That is Art All Night Radio. It's your boy BMO. We're coming to you live from Art of Noise here in Northwest Washington, D.C. It's about 8 o'clock. We got one more hour left right here. I'm going to try if we can get 3 or 4 more interviews. If you're in the area, definitely come pull up to the Art of Noise right here on Upshur Street. I know that we are occupied outside, but that does not mean we don't practice resilience. Let's see if we can get another interview person up in here. You want to go?
Check 1, check 2, jagged edge.
You're on. You're on. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Let me put my water down.
All right.
Do me a favor. Introduce yourself to me and to the people.
All right. Well, hello, good people. My name is Skylar. I go by Sky.
Hey, Sky.
And I'm a native of D.C.
Oh, nice.
Raised all over the city. Reside in Hillcrest Heights in D.C. Just finished renting off of Georgia and Randolph. I'm finished. I'm done with renting.
You're done?
I'm done renting. Renting is just
it's
not.
buying time now.
It's buying time.
Yeah.
They got too many programs for you not to want to buy.
You want to buy in D.C. proper?
In DC.
Where? Like, what would be your ideal place to live in D.C.? I think about that often.
Columbia Road.
Columbia Road?
Yeah. Get some tacos, margaritas.
Yeah.
You got the international market. You got Yes Organic. Got the Whole Foods. Right in the heart where you don't have to. I take public transportation.
Same.
I gave up my car a long time ago thinking that, the city was ready for non-car drivers. And it slowly but surely is. But I guess I miss driving.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think about that often. Where would I want to live in D.C. if I could just build a home?
Right? Or
have that
somewhere
nice-
near the cathedral.
Over there. That's nice. It's very nice over there. So you're a native Washingtonian. How many years have you been coming to Art All Night? The whole time?
I would say on and off for maybe like 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 3,
And
4 years.
what do you think is like the importance of Art All Night? Why do you think it's it's critical for the city's creative scene?
Keeps the violence under control when it comes to puberty, when it comes to the adolescence of the world. It shows that we're progressing as a city instead of waiting for the man to enter and show their route to follow. And it also, Art All Night, it gives an opportunity for everyone to merge, to merge and laugh and have a good time without having to worry about tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. I hear that. What brings you to Art of Noise specifically?
I admire Maurice's and Adrian's movement a lot. When it comes to the postal service, I have people in my family that were truck drivers, teachers, attorneys, behind the scenes, digital.
Yeah.
And the art shows that. And throughout the past couple years, merging with like open mic comedy, Kamala Harris running for president, Biden stepping down, it all coincides with one another. And it gives me an opportunity to actually dig instead of just being deep.
Right.
So, yeah.
Huh. How long you been following Maurice?
I got introduced to Maurice maybe like 3, 4 years
ago?
3, 4 years ago.
Okay.
Randomly, honestly. I think it was online. A
Really?
friend of mine had an art show in regards to stamps. And he had one of his pieces.
Okay.
There.
Are you an artist yourself?
No, I'm an educator.
You're an educator?
Yeah. But I guess we're all artists, right? Deep
Right.
down.
Would you consider education like your passion?
It is.
It is?
Yep. It's
How did you know that was it? How did you find out?
I would say I learned when I was in 3rd grade, and it was one of those things that where they gave you an option whether to be segregated from your family or segregated from those that look like you,
Yeah.
or to move forward and be an individual independent. And
What
I
choice
didn't-
was this in third grade?
Virginian. It was one of the SOL Virginian tests.
Wait, what? Okay.
Yep, right in Fairfax, right before 3 years before 9/11.
Okay.
Yep, and
That's interesting.
It showed me, a route where not to allow my elders, not to allow Big Brother to shut me up.
Yeah.
When he gets the opportunity.
And that's how you knew, like, you
Yeah.
need to move in this certain way.
Yep, exactly. I didn't see enough older black men, and I saw a lot of growing black men.
Yeah.
And so within that space, it allowed me to be outspoken instead of adventurous.
I hear that.
Yeah.
What kind of, like, what do you
Became
think?
a good listener after third grade.
Yeah. So I was talking to my man Jordan. He was my first interview.
Okay.
He's a rapper.
All right.
He said the first time he tried to rap, although that's his passion in life, trash. Said it just wasn't good.
Oh my goodness.
So then I wondered, like, do
Roses
you think?
are red.
Huh?
I said roses are red.
Start simple, brother. Start simple. Do you think we're like born with like extra skill in our passions, or is that something we still gotta like learn with the other things that we do in life?
I would say it's something that we learn.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to climb a tree, but it's hard to get down from the tree, and that's when creativity comes into play. When you get the option to come down, just come down from the tree. You know, you run to the tree all the time, climb up it, but you can stay in that tree all day long until someone says, "Get down from the tree."
Right.
And then you think of why. You know, that creativity sparks. Well, why would you want me to come down from the tree if I'm practicing freedom?
Right.
You know, and if you're able to talk that person down, it's like a kitty cat, yours for life. So.
I see where you're coming from. Are there any pieces? I'm gonna go back to Maurice. Are there any pieces that kind of like stuck out to you? I saw you looking at the Nubia joint for a minute.
Nubia, yeah.
Yeah.
A aunt of mine who worked for the Washington Post.
Okay.
She was a big Nubian. She loved Nubia work.
Really?
Yep. She loved any and everything Nubian. The artists, the R&B,
Really?
Nubian tribes. Yeah, she loved it. She was.
Did that had an influence on you?
Yeah, a huge influence.
Yeah.
Huge influence.
How so?
It gave me an opportunity to not be bougie, her being Nubian, you know, and then we got to learn the difference between bourgeoisie and just sticking to your core.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Tell me more about this difference between Nubia and the bourgeois.
Nubian bourgeois. Well,
Well, no, the
normally-
difference between the two.
The difference between the two.
Yeah.
Normally, the difference is who can hold a conversation the longest without having someone step in and being like, "It's my turn." And that was what bougie. That's what being bougie was. If you had someone in your corner that could be like, "Well, it's my turn," or "That's mine." And Nubian was you could just talk until everybody's
I've
asleep.
never heard anybody describe it like that.
And then it's like, okay, well, what am I talking for? And then if you can answer that, then I guess you just keep talking. That's what made you Nubian.
Interesting. The difference of being like in conversation and like
Being
in
out of
conversation.
control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Needing to be in control. Yep.
I pick up what you laying down. I got
Be
it.
mad at that.
I got it. Okay, Sky. I appreciate it. Are there other things that you're doing for art all night, or is?
No. Normally Friday evenings I go to karaoke.
Okay.
Right on Connecticut Avenue.
Okay.
I've been picking up the mic lately, so.
That's the plan tonight.
Yeah.
Gonna go. What's the first karaoke song?
Well, today it was Mariah Carey. Someday.
Okay.
Yep. Someday Mariah Carey.
Okay.
And I was gonna sing that, but I think I'm gonna just stay looking at the art and listen to DJ and just vibe.
Okay.
Vibe for the rest of the evening. Yeah.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time, Sky.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining
and
me.
what is your name
I'm
again?
BMO.
BMO. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
BMO.
as well.
And where in DC are you from?
I'm not from DC.
Ah,
I
where
am
you
a good
from?
old transplant. I actually,
Yes.
telling my last guest, I moved around a lot before I came, but I came up here because I went to Howard,
Oh, okay.
the bougie.
Oh.
Right. I didn't move. I always say I didn't move to DC until I started working at the Boys and Girls Club in the Southeast at the Arc.
Oh,
And those
wow.
middle school black girls showed me what DC what really was. And
Yes,
that's when I moved
know
to DC.
They did.
You know them well.
Yeah.
They got me tight. They got me
They're my
together.
best
Showed me like the Nubian way per way. Like to be in conversation with that community rather than.
And turn it into song. Oh my gosh, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Yep.
But if I was here, I'd want to be from like literally around here.
Around this area,
I
right?
love Uptown.
Yeah.
I love Petworth.
It's a beautiful mixture. It's a culture shock, but it's coming from Southeast. It's a culture shock because you don't know who knows what. Normally within communities like Southeast, you know who knows what.
Well, tell me more.
And where to
Give me
go.
more lore. I gotta know. Because I'd want to be like on Gallatin. That's where I want to be, like
Okay.
5th and Gallatin.
Oh, 5th and Gallatin.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know anywhere about 5th and Gallatin. I'm not gonna lie to you.
What middle school did you go to?
I went to Alice Steele.
Okay.
Yep, I went to sixth grade. I went to Naylor Road before they changed it to Montessori. Well, it was Montessori, but it was black owned.
Okay.
And then they changed it to Lee Montessori. In the 7th, 8th grade, after 9/11, I went up to Alice Steele.
Oh, wow.
My dad's an educator, so he took the reins while he was working for Carroll, for Archbishop Carroll.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That tracks. That's cool. Well, again, thank you for your time, Sky.
All right.
I'll see you around, all right?
Thank you so much. And you said it's Juju? Gigi or Juju?
BMO.
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 Okay, BMO.
Jiju is an interesting name,
All right,
though.
thank you, BMO.
Thank you, Sky.
All right, peace be with you.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. You want to do an interview? And so you found this place twice by accident? Okay. I got you. Okay. What's up, homie?
What's really good?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you
You
doing?
good? I'm doing all right. We here at Art All Night Radio. Got my friend here. You want to introduce yourself to the people?
What's really good? Nick at Night. Live in D.C. From New Jersey. But
How long you been here?
I've been here since 2018.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
just a quick minute.
Yeah.
A
quick
hot minute, if you will.
Yes, but I used to be down here all the time.
Okay, for sure.
So,
What,
yeah.
tell me the story.
I've-
What brings you from Jersey? You said you're from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
What brings you from Jersey to D.C.?
I've always wanted to live here. And I came here for DC Pride back in like 2001 or 2002 or something.
Okay.
And I was like, oh man, this city is so dope. You know what? It was the year. You guys had the cicadas in the early 2000s. And
You know
I
I'm not from
remember-
here.
Oh no, I didn't know that.
No, I'm not from here.
Where are you from?
I graduated high school in Florida, but I've lived in Mississippi, South
Okay.
Carolina, Missouri,
Okay.
New Orleans. I've lived in
Okay.
a lot of places.
Okay.
So, keep going, though. I want to hear the lore.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I want to hear what attracted you to the city.
Yeah. So I've always thought it was like the most beautiful city. Like it's all these beautiful, educated black people here.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first year I came down for DC Pride, I had an amazing time. But I was out here trying to look cute, and the cicadas were everywhere. And so, them things are big.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget. I'm standing outside, and it's hot, right? So you know how it be humid.
Mm-hmm.
You know how us dark skins get greasy than a mug.
Just wet, boy.
not misty.
Greasy.
And so I'm standing there trying not to sweat, and somebody's like, and I look and I was like, I jumped out my 2 polos with the pop collars, straight out of them.
And that's when you knew.
Because that was what time it was.
Yeah, 2 pop collars.
Yes,
I remember the
2 pop
times.
collars.
Nah, I'm from that time for sure.
2 Mark Echo pop collars.
Oh no, you got me on. No, that's too far back. That's too far back. That just had the sheer polo with the solid polo. That's what I used to do. Like the striped white and green. They have like an orange solid polo underneath.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
all
I mean
right.
that was back in the
right.
Young Dro days, if you
Yes,
will.
yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Very, very colorful. See, we from the same time. We from the same time.
Oh, yeah.
But interesting enough, like I was attracted to DC for that same reason.
Right.
My mom she would say Washington DC, Chocolate City. She would say it like that for my entire childhood. I'm like, what's going on up there?
What kind of chocolate they got over there?
Yeah, exactly.
They got-
Tell
they-
me
they
more
got
about
better
this.
chocolate than we got here.
And the first time we rode past Howard's campus, I was 14 years old. I was like, yes, I want to be here. I want to be from here. You're part of this tradition. So what made you make that final choice? You were teasing between 02 and 2018. What made you put the hammer down?
Well, so what took me so long is even back then, it cost too damn much to live here. So also just trying to find my way, trying to find my way professionally, in life. And I ended up in South Jersey for a minute. Then I went back to North Jersey, and then finally I got an opportunity because I was like, you know what? One of these companies needs to pay me to move down here.
Right.
So that's what we did. And so but I had work down here, so I was down here all the time. And
It's time.
Yeah. And in hindsight, I almost wish that I would have thought to maybe go to an HBCU, because but I chose the school that was paying.
Right.
So
Where'd you go to school?
Albany.
Albany?
Yeah, upstate.
What do you think would have been different? Let's have that conversation. I went to HBCU. What do you think would have been different?
I don't know. I mean, just.
Or let me put it this way. What do you wish would have been different?
I don't know that I would have wanted anything to be different. I just know that it would have been a different experience because, everything happens the way it's supposed to, right?
That's true.
So everything that I learned and everything that I experienced in that environment, I was supposed to experience. And that's what eventually led me here today. So everything is right on time. So maybe I wasn't supposed to be down here back then.
Maybe.
Because young Nick would have been wildin'.
Yes, you would have. I'm not even going to sit here and tell you nah, you'd have had control.
No.
Nah.
Because I was in Jersey wildin'.
Yeah. So I definitely would have been in here wildin'.
Wildin'.
I'll tell you this. My mom has worked at a few PWIs. She's worked at William and Mary's, George Mason. Now she's the VP at Wesleyan. And so she went to Spelman. So every time she switches, I ask her, what is the PWI experience different from the HBCU experience? She said to me one time, but she'll deny it now. She said that the black population at PWIs are tighter than the populations at HBCUs.
You said it's tighter?
It's tighter.
Okay.
It's
I can see
closer. There is one building on Wesleyan's campus called the Malcolm X Martin Luther King House. That's not even the official name of the room, but it's that's where all the black kids go. And so if you black at Wesleyan, you know your community. Very differently from at Howard, it's very Mean Girls. Everybody black. So okay, we got that out the way. Yeah. Now how am I better than you? Is my hair better than you? Do I got a better body than you? Is my skin lighter than yours? Is my hair straighter than you? They sold bleaching cream in the bookstore.
What? Stop playing.
I'm not playing. I wrote a column while I was at Howard, And one of the columns was called "Excuse Me, House Nigga," and it was after I found out there were bleaching systems in the bookstore, and I'm like. And then I start looking around campus, and I'm seeing on sunny days, light-skinned girls carrying umbrellas.
Nigga, what?
And you know about the famous paper bag test.
Oh yeah.
So, like, that's what happens on the HBCU. Once we put this black thing behind, we're not uncolonized minds out here. It ain't different world out here. It's how am I better than you now?
My flabbers are gassed.
And as they should be.
I don't know what to say. That's a
It's
lot.
interesting thought.
That's so interesting. And I feel like, so now thinking about that, I feel like young Nick would not have been ready for all of that. Because I grew up in a very diverse community.
Really?
Like everybody. Like
Okay.
Hispanic, Muslim, Middle Eastern, like everybody. And so I had experienced some of that mean girl stuff from the black girls in my neighborhood a little bit, but it was more because I was like the nerdy one.
Okay.
Like I did good in school, and I participated in programs.
That's normal.
and
Yeah.
in the band.
I got good grades. I'm in the band.
Right.
I care about my life generally.
I read books.
Right.
And so I experienced that, but I don't know that I would have been ready for that.
That was a trip.
And not we colonizing ourselves.
We're a colonized people.
Yeah.
And so this is, as we're in Maurice's closing of his exhibition, this is why I love Maurice's work. Because it puts us in a world where it's like, what if we got past the black and we weren't colonized?
Right.
What if it was black empowerment television instead of us trying to one-up each other through capitalism entertainment?
Right.
What are some of your thoughts?
Or fighting on reality TV.
Don't get me started, Nick. Don't get me started.
Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Let's talk about more. Let's talk about Maurice. What are some of the things that you're pulling from this iteration of Maurice's work?
I think that like it always feels like a continuation of the previous work. I like how it gets quiet and then I'm like, sorry, I put on my Quiet Storm voice.
And now he got the music again.
Yes. But like it always feels like a continuation of the story. You gotta,
Right. I got a little.
Yeah, it's like it's still there.
It's still there?
It's on your. Keep going. Okay. Now you just moved it over. Like. Okay. Yes.
All right, cool. I'm not on camera though.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's all right though.
Oh, okay.
That's still love. That's called community right there. Right. You were saying it's a continuation of the story.
Yeah, it feels like the continuation of the story that he's telling.
Right.
And what I love about it is looking at the different aspects of society, and this here is Afrofuturism. And so it's looking at the different aspects of society and it's saying, what would this look like if we had not been colonized and we had not been oppressed and suppressed and terrorized and all the things that they've done to us to take away everything that we've ever built.
Yeah. It almost feels dangerous. It almost, well, not dangerous like somebody's going to come harm us, but like if I let my mind wander into this space. I told Maurice during Artist Talk, I get offended. You've offended me in the same way that like the Huxtables would offend somebody. Like I'm offended, like it's almost so much to, like when I think about the World Fair and what it's supposed to be, and I think about how we've been excluded.
Right.
For Maurice to then show me what it looks like hadn't we been excluded, but I still live in the world of exclusion, I'm offended. I told him it's Huxtable offense. Like you got the doctor and the lawyer in the house at the same time. How dare you show me something good?
Right.
So as an artist, like when you're in these situations, I usually hang around musicians, and sometimes musicians will be like, "Oh, I don't want to hear I don't want to hear my peers' music because then it'll come off in my music. But I've only noticed that in music. I don't hear sculptors or builders or architects or visual artists talk about
You would have to walk around
that.
with your eyes closed all the time. Bumping into shit.
So so then how do you manage that? How do you keep Maurice work Maurice while still developing Nick? Or do you just let it to
It doesn't. I mean, there's like his work comes from his brain. My work comes from my brain. Like there are similarities in terms of the train of thought. I wouldn't even say our themes are similar because his work is focused on like black empowerment propaganda. My work is focused on criticism of socio-political issues. So it's two totally different things, totally different mediums. Like there's like I think we're maybe like we're aligned in terms of our set of beliefs.
Right.
But that's about it.
That's it. It's still two different things.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you, this is actually something I've been curious about with everybody I've been talking about. What would you say is like your nucleus core artistic thing? Would it be like visual art? Would it be graphic design? Would it be painting? Is it secretly writing? What do you think that is?
It's visual art for sure.
It's visual art?
It's always been visual art.
How did you know that you were supposed to be doing that? That this is your craft? Like, tell me the story of how you stumbled upon that, or like, did you just always know?
I've always known as a little kid.
Really?
I started out in I could always color in the lines as like a really young kid, and by middle school I was doing photorealistic graphite portraits.
Really?
Like we had an art show in middle school, and I had them people with Foxy Brown, DMX, Jay-Z, LL Cool J hanging up in the hallway.
Damn. Oh, that was you. I always wondered who that kid was. It was you. There was always some stellar art student all day.
Right.
I just want you to know. Something. I was in that middle school class with you.
Yeah.
And everybody else got their self-portrait on the wall. I was the one who didn't.
But I wouldn't do a self-portrait.
Yeah.
I never liked doing drawings of myself. And
You just like doing other things.
Yeah. So at that time, I would just draw what I saw. Like I would draw people. Like I would draw what I see in Source magazine, or you know what I mean. And so.
Yeah. That's fire though. I drew what I saw in Source magazine.
Not dead ass.
But that's cool. That's black as hell.
Yeah.
It's like a fire ass origin story.
Yeah, so like that, that was kind of my thing, and so I've always known that I loved art. Like I studied art history, as like probably I remember in middle school because I can see the classroom and I can see the teacher and the hallway, and I would even back then I was making reference to hip hop in my work,
right.
And the teacher just they didn't get it, especially them teachers.
Yeah.
And so they be trying to correct the grammar and this and that, and I'm just like,
you don't get it. Stay over there.
right. So art, like visual art has always been my thing, and it has always been the thing that stuck with me. So I took 20 years off when I graduated college. So
why?
Because I was working. Like I had a whole professional career. I mean, I still do. And so I was working my tech job, and time.
I have a
flew
heart.
by.
What do you mean you took 20 years off?
I mean, there was probably
Like you didn't doodle? You didn't find yourself sketching on your notes?
See, I'm not a big doodler, but also I was on my computer all the time, so I'm taking notes on my computer. So if I'm in a meeting or on a call, I'm not on my notebook. I'm taking notes on my computer so I don't have like just
Paper.
I mean, I might have had paper to write things down, but I wasn't doodling.
Right.
And you know, I just like it just sort of like time got away, like the practice got away, and here I was 20 years later, 2020. I was like, you know what I should do? I went and got an iPad and went to town.
20 years off is incredible.
Yes. So
So what were you doing?
working.
I heard that.
Yes.
That doesn't answer my question though. Like, what were you doing? I just don't understand. Maybe I have been an independent creative too long. I can't imagine not doing what my soul wants to do longer than 20 minutes.
Well, so I think
If my soul decided mid art all night to go the fuck home, I'd be home.
yes, not for sure. I think so. So here's the thing about me.
Tell me.
I like to do all types of shit.
Okay.
I'm super nerdy,
That's fine.
and so like I found myself deep down the rabbit hole of technology.
Oh, so you nerded out on tech. You got deep on tech.
Like enterprise infrastructure technology. Like,
We've had this conversation
have we?
at the train joint.
Yes. Maybe we did.
Well, just a little bit. Keep going though. Just
Yes.
like it's one of the
Right.
things. It's like
So
it was in my search history already.
So I slid into like deep into like enterprise technology sales, but in a technical role, right? So I'm the engineer, and I'm like, you know, building stuff, like designing architecture, like, you know, figuring out like what system gets connected to what,
Right.
like, what the data structure looks like that kind of stuff. And so it's so easy to get lost in that in the
Okay.
day to day.
I got you.
And like for a lot of years, it was a lot of fun. And I'd be, you know, on site with customers, like solving problems and like doing like transformational stuff with big companies and like.
Okay.
So like it was fun.
Okay.
And so at the same time, I sort of forgot that part of me for a little while. And so when I slowed down in 2020, I guess I remembered.
Yeah.
And like now I feel so much more like myself. So it was almost like my alter ego.
So I had assumed that you were unfulfilled for these 20 years, but you weren't unfulfilled.
Oh no.
You had shifted your interest into something else. I'm actually interested, like, do you remember when you remembered? Were you just sitting there like, oh, wait a minute, I can do this? Or was it like something, was it a moment? Was it like a TV show? Was it like somebody else's art? What was the thing that reinvigorated the thing in 2020?
Well, so I've always collected art. So even when I wasn't making art, I
Right.
was always collecting art.
Okay.
So I always had art in my house. And I became even more of a collector probably around 2018, 2019. Well,
Okay.
no, that's not true because I actually have a couple like commission pieces and, you know, from different artists that
Okay.
I know like from up top. Probably from like 2015, 2016.
Okay.
Right? And so I've always collected art, and that's always been something that I did. And so I think in 2020, I was just like, well, damn, I'm in the house. What am I gonna do?
Right.
And so I was just like,
Like literally
shoot.
just out of nowhere.
I could do this. And so, you know, I wasn't always like I had to be in the house, but I wasn't always home.
Right.
So I was like, you know what? Let me get an iPad, so I'm not trying to lug art supplies back and forth everywhere. And so, yeah, I just started there.
The iPad wasn't there 20 years ago.
No. And so
Whoa.
So when I bought the iPad,
Yeah.
I'm sitting there drawing on the iPad like it's a piece of paper. I'm like coloring, it in, not knowing you can
You get, like, tapping
do
shit.
color drop joint.
Yeah.
And once I realized you could do that, I was just like, yo, I can do this 10 times faster.
That's actually another thing, though.
Right.
You kind of like went through a time machine, basically. Like the
yeah.
artist you
Yeah.
you was in there with pens and
Right.
pads, and then you came out. I was like, wait a minute.
Yes.
So-
But meanwhile, I worked in tech for 20 years.
Right.
So I'm just like, duh.
Come on, man.
Right. Yo, nah, I was dead ass on the iPad, like
Coloring and shit.
like trying to draw a straight line with
Yeah.
like
You got a ruler on the iPad.
yes, I had a ruler on the iPad. Cause I didn't know. I just picked the thing up and started using it. You know how like when you
Nick,
buy
chill,
a video
man.
game,
Yeah.
when you buy a video game and you don't read the instructions, you just die.
You just going to we'll figure it out. Don't worry
That's
about
exactly
it.
what
No
I did.
tutorial, no
Yes.
nothing.
I
That's
feel
crazy
like,
though.
I feel like maybe that's kind of how I live my life. I just
We'll fail forward.
I just fail forward.
That's
all
like
the time.
knowledge, smallage,
Man, yo, and that's
wisdom my way
like,
through.
on some real shit. Like
Yeah.
sometimes that's how I feel like I'm making my art. Like I'll like I have an idea of what I want it to be on the canvas.
Yeah.
And then I'll just start doing something like,
Yeah.
that's not what I want to happen. Like that's not how I envisioned it. So then I'll have to improvise, figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
And then it ends up turning out even better than I had imagined.
Interesting. Let me hit you with this though. Okay.
Okay.
So I find myself in the graphic design space doing stuff or
Okay.
like video editing because my space is more like broadcasting. And I get to a point where like, okay, I've experimented. A day has passed. 3 days have passed. I remember actually the first time I edited my first podcast, I was trying to figure out what does my voice sound like. Drove myself crazy. 3 days in my apartment, different speakers, headphones. I'm calling my audio homeboys. What do I do? And like it felt like every time I had to learn something new, it chipped away at a little bit of patience I had. It's like I don't want to learn nothing. How do you deal with that part? How do you, when you get to the roadblock, it's like I've experimented, but it's still not what I want. Now I got to go to YouTube. How do you feel about like learning
fine
new
with
things?
that.
You cool with that?
Because my desire for it to be high quality is greater than my desire for it to be easy. So like I'm that person like on the iPad, like I would zoom into the pixel and like to make sure the line was crisp, I would like erase it down to the pixel.
Right.
And so like when I'm on the canvas, I'm there with the like
Yeah, that's you.
yes. So right now I'm working through this current piece that I'm working on, and I thought what I was doing was gonna do a thing, and it ain't do that.
It ain't do that.
And so now I'm just like,
Right.
and so like I left it there for like a day. And so one of the things that I learned early is like if I'm working on something and I need it to look a certain way, I need to see it in the daylight, like in the sun.
Oh.
And so like I'll be working at night, and you know even though I got the lights on inside,
Different.
yeah, it's totally different.
Yeah.
So when the sun shines in, I can see like what's good, what's
Interesting.
bad, like where's stuff going.
Oh.
So like
That ain't the
so,
same
like,
black.
Every morning when I get up, I'll come in the living room, which is where I'm working right now.
Right.
I ain't got no studio. I need a studio, by the way. Holla at your girl. I'll come in the living room and see, like, as soon as I get up, like, I need to see what it looks like in the daylight.
Okay.
And so now I'm like, oh, that turned out better than I expected. Or, damn, now I have to fix this.
Right, okay.
So,
Okay, then you're good with that process.
yeah.
You're in love with that process.
I'm not in love with it.
But you're good with
I'm
it.
good with it.
Okay.
Yes. Like,
Okay.
in an ideal world, it would work out exactly how I imagined the first time.
Right, the first time.
Yes.
But that's not, as you described, that's not how we go through life.
No.
We,
Listen, I feel like, you know how the cartoons, like, they stumble in a circle?
yes.
That's how I feel.
And you going forward still? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always going forward.
Of course.
Yes.
But it's just a little dusty.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Sometimes I get, like, the little cartoon cloud of dust, and then sometimes I'm just slowly rolling.
Right. but still going.
Yeah, still going.
All right, Nick.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate your time, man.
Yo, thank you.
And tell the people where they can find you and stuff if you want to do that.
Find me at Nick at Night Gallery, November 1st. My solo show is called Sold Not Told.
Or 3510.
Station 3510.
Good friends of the show. Come on.
Nah, there's some good folks over there.
Great folks over there. I love what they're doing over there. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Thank you.
No problem.
No,
We got to do this again.
absolutely. Podcast?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right.
Yo, appreciate you.
Another wonderful conversation here at WAAN. That is Art All Night here in Northwest Washington, D.C. here at the Art of Noise. We're on Upshur Street. We got about 18 minutes left. 18 minutes left in this situation. We talked to a lot of wonderful people this evening. I think what's most striking to me is how people find their passions the same way that you could find your ass right here at Art of Noise. Make sure you come check out my man Maurice James Jr. and the closing of the Pan-African World Fair exhibit. There's some wonderful pieces in here. Of course, they are for sale, so I definitely encourage you and your homeboys, you and your rich friends to come out here and definitely check out what we got going on at the Art of Noise. Definitely check out my man Maurice James Jr., Art for the Black Market on social media. I'm your host, BMO. I'm going to get me a cup of water real quick, and I'll be right back. All right, we'll be right back with more Art All Night stuff going on.
Especially because I'm insecure. I'm afraid they won't like me if they know who I really am and the shit I really do and the shit I really like. It may be weird to them. And, how would you like somebody to know who you really are? You want to tell them, you really want to tell people who you are, but something's holding you back. That's why you do it in such a crazy way. Like, I don't give a fuck. You suddenly want people to know, but you don't like it about yourself. You hope they don't judge
Sadly, you won't change. If like the traffic jam, you roll. You'll be like this in your old age. You tell yourself you gon' stay. I know it's hard to let yourself. How could you trust others when you don't trust yourself? How could you feel me when you don't feel nothing? Spiritual healing is a real subject.
All right, good folks, we are here at WAAN, that is Art All Night Radio. We are about to close up shop for another wonderful evening here at the Art of Noise. I think we've had some wonderful conversations, some wonderful people that we've talked to. I think we've really found out some very interesting perspectives as it relates to how people find their fashions. Find their passions. There is a spectrum of sorts. If we think about the example of, if we just think about, are you born talented with the thing that you have purpose in, or are you born dedicated to learn how to develop that passion? The Dunn-Curing effect lets us know that the most loud people are usually the people with the least amount of experience in that situation, in that topic. And what we know is that with dedication, with time, with talent, with intention, you can become the greatest version of yourself. I hope that you guys are having, sound like I just hit a pack of jacks just now. Oh. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Art All Night. Let's see if we can get one more interview going on in here, see what we got happening. If we can get one more interview to talk to the people, I think I see somebody that might be interested. Come in and talk to your boy for Art All Night. Anybody want to come over? Huh? Yeah, go get Lois Lane for me. Let's see if the DJ Lois Lane want to have a conversation with your boy. If you didn't know, DJ Lois Lane has been holding down the vibes all night, keeping it tight. DJ Lois Lane, one of the premier DJs here in Washington, D.C. And in case, I know you're wondering, BMO, y'all supposed to be in the occupied city. I thought that the military, I thought that the National Guard, I thought that ICE and snow and everybody and their mama was going to come out and try to stop the situation. But let me tell you something about the good folks here in Washington, D.C., okay? We don't let no government official stop us, all right? The other day, I was chopping and beating my feet in front of the FBI. I don't give a damn. For what? When they going to stop? Not me. Not this one. I think we got DJ Lois Lane coming on over. Let me get DJ Lois Lane over here before I get my CIA agent. Carl! Hey, how you doing? What's up, homie?
What's up?
How are you? Good to see you again.
An entire year?
Yeah,
I
think two.
Crazy.
Yeah.
You look good.
You look good too.
Thank you.
What's been going on?
Listen, I've been booked and busy.
Okay, good.
As they say.
Okay, good. You know what? The last time we talked, I think you were working out of a print shop.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
At Dark Room. Yes. And Glen Echo.
Yeah.
Did I say anything bad or?
No, it was all good. It was all good at the time.
Okay. I sometimes get melancholy. I haven't realized since then. So I gotta check myself.
That's
I'm
okay.
with that.
No, it was cool. The way you were describing the
Yes.
process, I specifically remember.
Yes.
I was very intrigued that you
Yeah.
treat your photos like Photoshop, but in real life.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
Yeah.
like I literally hand color to do any color correction.
Of course.
With pencil, with color pencil and stuff like that. Yeah, I love doing that. I still do that.
Okay.
I still work out of that space. I've sort of pulled back because I have this season of like showing work and then a season of printing, a season of thinking about what series I'm going to do.
Okay.
I just finished a series, actually, a Humanities DC granted me a very decent grant.
We love a grant.
year.
We love grants.
We love grants here in DC. Yes. So I worked on this series called The Games We Played, where it took me like
Was
a
it that
year.
Shayla's, that was you?
Yes!
Yeah! Okay, cool.
That was
Okay, yeah, I popped in for a quick second.
Right.
Yeah.
Good timing then.
Yeah.
Because, yes, so that was my work. So that is one piece. Essentially, there's like 18
Okay.
pieces of different games that what I did was I interviewed people living in DC, were born in DC, still living in DC, about the games that they played. I took their stories and turned it into essentially a look that I wanted to photograph. I invited sitters, reached out to like friends, some random people that I was like, hey, this is who I am. I'm a photographer. I would love to photograph your children. I explained myself. And then it was really great because for those who took the time and trusted that I would do a good work with, allowing me to photograph the we basically came up with this like beautiful series of children playing games to tell the stories of Washingtonians. So super excited to show that, and it's going to be essentially shown. It's going to be a traveling exhibition in 8 wards in DC.
Okay.
So working on that, it was nice that the art bank
Nice.
took one of them. So yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that you captured play.
It was, and I think it was like a needed like play.
That's where I was going. Play is.
It's like we need it, right? Like we need to color, we need to get messy, we need to play, we need to just dream.
Yeah.
I think things have gotten so serious, for good reason too. Like it's a very serious time for a lot of people, right? I think even there is no room to breathe because you're concerned, like very serious concern.
No, it's real outside.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean we have to stop playing. Though.
Exactly.
Right.
And it throughout the research, actually, it just was really amazing the importance of why of play came up, how play kind of was transferred from one child to next generation, the importance of that, and then even like play between different countries came up, like how other countries played the same kind of game that we played here and vice versa, but in a little different way. So play is like an important part of our lives, right? And all the serious stuff is going on, but if you look at kids, they're playing, so I think it was really nice for me to just like focus in that series during this time. I think it just gave me like relief, a little bit.
Like an oasis of a sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My child self kind of came out too, and I was like doing double dutches
Of
with
course
the kids
you were.
between shoots,
Yeah.
So it was really great. I'm very grateful, thankful, and I think having grants and having support from DC has like helped my work so much. So I think this is like I recently became a homeowner in DC.
Come on.
So I feel like I have to gift like DC something.
Yeah.
I feel like this is my gift to DC because DC has been good to me.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, so I know there are a lot of artists that are frustrated with the granting process. How would you? I don't want you to give them tips because I feel like that's lame. I want you to like just tell them about like how you dealt with like rejection, acceptance, how you dealt with the process, just as an artist, so it didn't like discourage you.
It gets to you. It got to me. I'm not here because it's worked out for me every single time. I've been rejected so many times, and we think because we don't announce our rejection, our disappointment, we put it out there when we've been accepted, when we've been given that grant or whatever. So people think, wow, it must be. But let me tell you, I have struggled as an artist. I have not gotten the grant. I have not, received for like years, no recognition, and I think there's something to be said, even if you ask maybe even older artists, like they might have experienced rejection for even longer, like decades.
Right.
So the idea of being rejected once or twice and saying, you know what, this is not fair, this is I don't think, I think you should, if it is what you want to do, and I can say this freely, you can come for me if you want, but it's because I've been rejected so many times, right? I've been I've put out my best foot out there and have been told this is not good enough, you know. But I think you need to just do it. You need to continue doing it. You need to be persistent. Sometimes jurors continue to see your work and they're like, this person doesn't quit, you know, and their work is getting better and better, right?
Right.
So, so something has to give at some point. But I think the best thing about the frustration is to not give up. If this is what you're meant to do, right? Don't give up. If you're unable to sleep without creating art at night, then you're not supposed to quit, like pursuing ways, navigating through this road to get to the destination that you want. And grants are important. And quite frankly, actually, no one really told me, like early on, that grants help you to create work without having to stress whether sales are coming in. So work on them. There are so many grants out there. I know right now is a hard time because of what's going on, but
yes,
100%. You know, but I think the idea is that there's been worse times, right? I think we focus on what is in front of us, but there are times that like people created amazing art, but then who they were, what their skin looked like, was the qualifier of why they didn't get what. So I think it's important to just continue to pursue the process and of applying. You know, they can come and ask me. You know, if there's any reason why you should slide into my DMs. Do they say that anymore? They don't anymore.
I do, but you know, we might be outdated.
That is a reason to slide into my DMs. Ask me
for help.
For grant, how I will point you in the right direction. I'm not going to hold your hands every step of the way, but I will. I'm an open book. I will share with you what I know, and the application process actually it does make you want to give up by itself. So, yeah.
It does. I want to go back to something you said a second ago. If you feel like you can't sleep without creating, then don't give up. Let's go back to the origins of that, though. Okay. Would you say that like you're at the very core of you is like an artist, like a photographer, visual artist? What type of artist at the center, you think?
What I do, you mean?
Yeah.
Lens-based artist is what I've been calling myself.
Lens-based. That's good, man.
Because essentially I use the lens to make my art, right? I don't use the paintbrush. I don't use my hand to make, you know, the clay form or whatever. But, yeah, so
lens-based. Okay. I'm going to use that. This is,
Yes, use it.
Tell me the story of how you knew you're supposed to be doing that or that you were good at it.
I think for me, honestly, it's the reality is when people saw it, right? And this is where it started at Art of Noize.
Okay, come on.
Adrian represented me. He said, casually, I started to talk about my work. He saw the work. He saw that it was worth giving a show to. He gave me a solo show. People started to buy my work.
Yeah.
And that gave me the confidence that creating and sharing the work is worthwhile. Before that, I made the work and I kept it for myself, or I sort of made it and not shared it with the world. It was more a personal thing, you know. And I don't know if it was like a lack of confidence or saying maybe I'm not good enough. There are better photographers out there, better artists out there.
Huh.
So I don't know what it was, you know. And I think I was also just kind of focusing on becoming a professional. Basically, I was a nurse. I am a nurse now too, but I was working as a nurse back then, a travel nurse, and I said that's what I need to focus on.
Got you.
You know,
I understand.
I think as an artist, when I did the work, you know, after work I would come and I would work on a print, or I would go out and photograph. I tried to use my camera or do something art related every day.
Right.
So I just felt connected with it. I felt like that was when I felt more myself, more alive, more creative. And I'm a thinker, like I'm in my head a lot. So it was a way to just kind of release whatever is in there into
Yeah.
the print. So, yeah.
Okay, I talked to a rapper first.
Okay,
This is where I'm
okay.
getting this thought.
Yeah.
He said he always knew he wanted to rap,
Yeah.
but the first time he rapped, terrible.
Yeah.
Said he was just sucked at it.
Yeah.
So like, then I asked him the question, and the things that we think we're supposed to be doing, do you think they come naturally to us, or is it more just the interest drives us to be better at it?
Okay. So similar.
Yeah. Do you
pose.
think like, because
Yeah.
you also said like the first time you showed, you sold some stuff.
Yeah. That was not my solo. That was not my first show.
Okay.
I had few shows, some bad, some good.
Okay.
This was a